Okay, Nicole Newman Coulter here, coming to you live from Phoenix with Church Stars, and I am sitting here with gospel comedy legend Willie Brown.
Wow, they said I'm a legend.
Legend. You all, he has a 24-hour comedy live radio station. He's been on BET, Comic View, Def Comedy Jam, Ricky Smiley TV show.
Yeah.
The original movie Barbershop.
I've been on the. They made it into a TV series and put it on Showtime Network.
Yes. Okay. So you've been
Barbershop series.
Barbershop, the play with Shelley Garrett.
Yeah. Beauty Shop.
Feature films.
Been in a few feature films, a few low budget, a few no budget.
So I feel so honored. You were one of the first people when I started Church Stars to come on board.
What? I do want to show you something though that I have.
What? Willie Brown's not your real name?
Yeah. My SAG actor card. I do have that, and I've been a member since 2000.
See,
isn't that great?
This dude is an original, okay?
All right. Okay.
Original.
So I'm just showing you this to show you that it's possible, all right?
Yeah.
I ain't all that. I'm just showing you that you can get one of these if you want.
All right, I'm gonna have to give me one. You're gonna help me out.
Hey.
But I'm not an actor though. Okay, so it is my honor to be here with him and to interview him. And one of the first questions that I have for you is, how did you discover your talent?
Well, I think my talent discovered me, but I was just I was one of those kids that was very inquisitive. I liked animation. I liked puppetry from a very young age.
Okay.
I remember being a kid in New Haven, Connecticut, downtown in front of the Macy's store window during Christmas, and with my aunt. And they had a puppet show going on that you could see through the window and you could hear the music because they had the speakers, I guess, coming outside. I remember it was like a light snow coming down and people were all around huddled. And I was a little kid and it was like a magical moment for me. I saw that little puppet moving and, I was like, wow.
How old were you?
Man, I must have been about like 5 or something.
Oh, wow.
And I fell in love with that. It was like I'm sure we all have that moment in our lives. Something like that. It was just, that was magical for me. I can't really explain
but for
it.
God to give it to you that young.
Well, it was just, I think it was just an affection for the puppet, the way it was moving and the music. And I think when I look back on things, that's where I'm thinking it all began. And then when I was a kid, there was a TV series. It was a ventriloquist named Jerry Mahoney, and he had a dummy called Knucklehead Smith and Knucklehead Smith was his name. Okay. And he would come on. It was a black and white show because I'm dating myself now, right? And the show would come on daily, and I fell in love with him coming out with the puppets. And it didn't last long. Fast forward to age 13, the sitcom Soap came on, and in that show, if you remember, it was Jay Johnson. He was a ventriloquist on the show with his puppet. And his name, he went by the name of Chuck and Bob. Robert Guillaume was on that show. Benson, the butler. Remember Robert Guillaume?
Yes.
Billy Crystal was on that show. It was about 2 dysfunctional families. One was wealthy and one was kind of middle class. And they would go back and forth. It was hilarious. And they had Bert. Bert was one of them. He would make himself disappear and all that. It was silly.
You
remember that show?
Gosh, yes.
Well, whenever Jay would come out with the dummy, I fell in love with it. He would steal the show. And they would people they wanted to kill the dummy. You remember?
Yeah, I do.
Well, when I watched that show, I said, Mom, that's what I want to do. She said, oh, you want to do everything? I said, no, I want to be a ventriloquist. Because I was into magic tricks and stuff. I used to like sleight of hand, that kind of stuff.
And what are you about? How old now?
I was into magic from age like 7 years old. Just little sleight of hand tricks that you buy at a magic shop,
Yeah.
No sorcery or anything like that.
Isn't that amazing how when something is meant for you, God, you're gonna find it.
Yeah, that's why I don't understand. Like when I see kids today who seem to be lost, I'm like, oh, you gotta tap in.
They're not paying attention.
Yeah, it's something that God gave you now. Okay, so I'm doing little magic tricks, and in the time that it takes to do magic and the practice that it takes in a mirror, it's a lot of discipline because the sleight of hand, it's not real.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask you. So what did you do to learn the craft?
Same with ventriloquism. My first puppet my mother bought as a Christmas gift. I was 13 years old. And it came with a booklet on how to throw your voice. It's basic principles. Sound substitution, lip control, making the characters appear as if he's alive, as if he's real. It's like being an actor, putting yourself into the characters like being an actor. So whatever types of puppets or dummies you have, they don't like to use the word dummy. That's a D word.
Yeah, I was getting ready to say, is that politically correct?
No, it's not. Right? Figure is a professional term. Figure.
Okay. But you know, when we grew up, they were dummies.
You know, they're still dummies, but don't let Woody and them hear you.
Okay, we won't.
They get bad out of shape.
I'm gonna get to meet him later, you guys, too. So we won't say that around him.
Yeah, please don't say the D word. Please.
Okay. So basically, you were reading the manual. And between that and your God-given passion and talent for it.
Yep, I practice.
Because you're good.
I practice. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I practice in the mirror for hours.
So then, at what point did you decide, okay, I'm gonna try it professionally?
Well, when I was practicing learning the basics, there was a home. My mother, she worked for Nationwide Insurance Company in New Haven, Connecticut, and they were having a family talent night. And they said, you know, anyone from your family could participate. So she asked me if I wanted to be in the talent show. I said, sure. So I had like a month to get ready for the show. So I wrote out my jokes and stuff. Like, my first little corny joke was like, Nationwide is on your side. And then I made Woody say, oh, yeah, which one? You know, so it was silly. It was silly. But back then I would write, for every single show I did, I'd write the show. Like, I'd create it. You can't do that all the time, but that's how I started. And they love.
Well, I mean, you have to, because especially in your field, there's not really. You're gonna have to map out the show, because I don't think anyone else would know how to do that.
You gotta. If you can personalize your show, it's gonna be much better. You know, you can't always do it, and over time you start to do the same types of events over and over, so you already have kind of the material that you think is gonna work. So, but that first show that launched me because. Right after I performed, I mean, everyone loved it, and they came up to me and asked me how much I charged. Now, mind you, I was 13 years old.
Whoa.
I was like, charge? I'm like, what? Ching, ching, ching? I can make
like,
money?
I can get paid for this?
That's what I'm saying,
yes.
right? And have fun at the same time? What?
Yes.
Okay, I'm in.
So, was everybody in your family supportive? Did you deal with, like, any type of negativity at all?
It was funny you asked, because when I was 13, you know, I would, like, hide my puppets, because I didn't want people to, you know, I didn't think it was the most masculine thing for me to be playing with this little doll, right? So when my cousins and friends down the street would come over, I'd run and hide and put them away. They didn't really know I was doing it.
And now everybody's saying, oh, Willie Brown, yeah, that's my cousin, you know?
Yeah, I made being a ventriloquist cool, all right? And, you know, I think it's great because there's so many different art forms that we can participate in, you know? And so we shouldn't limit ourselves, you know. And I say that to everyone, and I say it to African Americans especially, because I know, like many of us, you know, we aspire to become musicians and singers and be in athletics, which is great. You know, basketball, football. I think it's awesome. But you know, there's other things you can do. You could be a ventriloquist. I mean, I'm not saying you have to, but you can.
Yeah.
You could be a mountain climber. You could be. There's a whole lot of things you can be.
So your first one, any workshops coming up? Someone's asking, do you have?
Eventually,
he does have the Clean Comedy Clinics.
Yeah, eventually, yeah. That's a whole other thing. That's another evolution.
Yeah.
Yeah, we will be doing some workshops because I want to teach people the art. I
yes.
want to teach some young people so they'll be able to continue on. And,
so wait a minute, the school talent show was your first?
School.
So then what was the actual first gig that you got paid for?
Okay, well, after that, I did a show for the Roger Sherman Theater, which was downtown New Haven, Connecticut. They had a talent show, and it was $150 first prize. And I won the first prize, $150 at like 15 or something like that. I think it was 15 years old. And that was great, because after that, it was like one show led to another show. At age 15, I had registered for the National Ventriloquist Convention that took place in Fort Mitchell, Kentucky, right outside of Cincinnati, Ohio. And it was like a 3-day convention. I raised the money from odd jobs as a kid, cutting grass, raking leaves and stuff like that, to buy my plane ticket, pay for the whole registration. You know, my parents let me go by myself.
And how? And you
15.
Were 15.
You could never do that today.
Oh, no.
By myself. Look, I checked into the hotel. No adult or nothing. By myself. 15 years old. I was like a grown man already.
You are kidding me.
I'm serious. And you can never do that today. And I learned so much at that.
What a great accomplishment at such a young age.
It was crazy. It was amazing.
Yes.
You know, God was with me.
And then look at the passion that you had for it then, where you saved your own money. And what do you say, like, to the kids out here that, you know, sometimes you can make stuff look cool and then everybody decides they want to do it. But you have to put your own money into it. And, I mean, there's a lot of sacrifice. So what do you have to say about, you know, when starting now, that you don't just start out at the top? You know?
You start where you are, and you gotta want it so bad that you'll do anything, you know, that's legal.
Yeah.
to be able to do it.
Don't do anything that's illegal, Saints.
No, do what you need to do to finance your passion and your mission. But I do believe that if you believe in it, God's going to make a way for you. You just have to continue on that and find out what it is.
Let's fast forward to when you hit the road.
When I hit the road, that came many years later because that was after going to college. You know, I grew up in New Haven, Connecticut. Graduated from Hampton High School. Then I went to Hampton University. It was Hampton Institute when I went in 1980. I was a mass media major, majored in communications, television production, broadcast journalism.
Now, did you major in that with being a ventriloquist in mind?
No, just my mother, like she said, you should be in mass media. I said, okay, good.
Okay, but I mean, of course, it helps your craft.
No, I didn't know what to go to school for, really. But I'm glad my mother helped me out with that, and so I went to Hampton, and that helped me with writing, television production, radio programming production, and so it's in me.
Yes.
But it's funny, it took a long time for me to get back to production again. See, now,
really?
Yeah, because I'm a performer. I've been in front of the camera. But I'm not stuck on being in front of the camera. I don't care. It's all right. It's cool. But you know what? I can do stuff behind the scenes. I don't care about that. I just want the message to go forth. I want to create good work. I want to create, you know, great television shows and movies and products that families can enjoy and love, and that will change lives. That's what I want to do.
So what was it like, you know, changing lives? What was it like when you start meeting the secular celebrities? You know, did you get a chance to witness to people? You know, were they a little leery or?
Well, starting out, when I first started in comedy, like really back in 1987 when I really started, I got on BET Comic View in like '92. D.L. Hughley was the host, and at that time, I was a secular comedian. I was out there trying to make it like everybody else, and I was doing and saying whatever I thought you needed to say. It took me many years to realize this is not what I'm supposed to be doing. It wasn't until I moved to L.A. in '90.
Someone says they're at work taking notes. Good.
Oh,
Go
great!
ahead.
In '98, I moved to L.A. and I started pursuing the Hollywood scene. And I got into the world famous Comedy Store and got my name painted on the wall. And I worked alongside Eddie Griffin, Andrew Dice Clay, Damon Wayans, and all these different people. My walk started changing because I got with this agency called Clean Comedians, and they said you got to be clean all the time.
And what made you be drawn to that?
I wanted to work.
Okay, I see. Okay, so you're like, hey, I don't care, but then God had a plan for you the whole time.
To God, see, God, He gave me this talent and ability, and He gave me the ability to go into the hard clubs. I could appeal to them, or I could go into a church and I could clean it up, and I could appeal to them. God gave me the talent and ability, but when I got with the agency, they said, you got to be clean all the time. You can't just be clean when you want to. And I was like, oh yeah, whatever, But no, they called me on that, and anyway, they sold their business off to a company called Outreach. Outreach is a Christian marketing company. They were out of Vista, California. Yeah. And now they're in Denver, Colorado. But they're really great, and they started putting me in churches every week, like a different church every week, all around the country, all types of churches. White, black, mixed churches, non-denominational.
And how did that change you?
Changed my walk because I grew up in a Baptist. But I think I kind of strayed away. Although I was in church. I was going to church when I was in LA, and I was going to an AME church, and I was active. I was an active member, and I was a tither and everything. And they asked me to be a member of the steward board because I would always send my tithes in when I was on the road.
Oh, wow.
It was funny. But they say where your heart is, where your money is, that's where your heart is, right?
Yes.
Where your treasure is. So, So, God, He knew where He wanted me to be. I knew that I had a relationship with God always. And even when I was out in the clubs and I was using language or doing I never felt comfortable with it. Totally, But when I got with Outreach Comedy, they started putting me out there. It just changed my walk because every week I was in churches. Every week I was with ministers. I thought I was just cleaning up my act for the church. I didn't know God was getting me ready for ministry.
He brought you right back to where you started.
My goodness. Now, like I've really evolved, and now I'm in school for ministry. I'm at Ohio Christian University.
You're also a minister.
I'm a minister, and I'm pursuing a Master's of Theology degree. I just preached my trial sermon about 3 months ago, and I'm serious about it. I'm on fire for the Lord.
How important is it to have your hands in more than one thing? You know?
I think, multiple streams of income is really important. Because
you have carrot bars.
Yeah, we got carrot bars. We're saving in gold, and I think that's prophetic because gold is God's money. And Haggai 2:6-8, Haggai 2:8 says the silver and gold are mine, and the wise men gave gold to Jesus. The streets of heaven are paved with gold. So I believe if our Heavenly Father thinks that gold is valuable, I believe that we should think gold is valuable. And I believe wealth transfer is coming through gold. And so you got to get yourself some gold. I don't care where you get it.
Yeah.
Get you some gold. I don't mean gold teeth, y'all.
No. Now, how often do you minister? Once a week, or?
Well, I'm out. Yeah, at least once a week, once or twice a week. I get to go out and do my gospel comedy. And it's a great thing. I mean, I've been blessed to travel all over the world, and God opens up doors for me to work with some of the biggest names in gospel industry. Every week I'm with someone. I mean, I was just with Michael Stampley and James Fortune, and the week before that I was with Kiki Sheard and Charles Jenkins, and the week before that I was with Marvin Sapp and Brian Courtney Wilson.
All right, and, the man is working, y'all.
And guess what? They're not booking me. God put me in those positions, all right?
So what was it like when you said, okay, I'm back in church now, and having all of the comedians that were secular, how did that affect your relationships?
I think those the comedians that know me, who were my friends, they respect what I'm doing, my decisions, and many of them still reach out to me. I reach out to them as well. They know what path I'm on. I'm a grown man, and if you're a grown man and a grown woman, you need to follow your heart and do what God tells you to do. You can't be popular with man and popular with God. You got to make a decision, and I don't try to tell people what they should do. I just try to live by example, not judging anyone, but I just try to create a different standard, and I believe what we're all doing, you and I both, with Church Stars and all the great people who are part of Church Stars, we're creating a whole new industry, and we are the remnant. And God is doing it.
I said, when someone, approaches me about doing different things, and because someone told me, okay, you can do your play, but you need to make sure you get like somebody major in it. And I said, that's all well and good, and that's good because it does help you with ticket sales. But I believe I have the stars. You know what I mean? I believe that they're just as good as the ones on TV. So, okay, I might use your person too, but mine is coming with me too because they're just as talented. And we're a whole nother genre.
Amen.
We're getting ready to start competing with the gospel music industry.
Oh, we're going to the top because God is faithful, and He's going to.
And hold on, competing is the wrong word because I don't like that word.
Oh, we don't even have to.
It's just like y'all scoot over some, and we want to be part of the entertainment at Mega Fest and at the big national church conventions. Where not only can you also offer a concert, but you can have something in the theatrical arts mixing comedy and plays and whatever.
It's not going to be about celebrity. It's not about names. The only name that's important is the name Jesus. He said, if I be lifted up, I'll draw all men unto me, not unto you. Okay, so I don't get caught up on that kind of stuff. But I see God opening up the doors for gospel comedy and plays, and where we have sold out arenas, 15, 20,000 seat arenas sold out for family and gospel comedy. I see it. I believe it's going to happen in our lifetime. I'm already seeing it. The comedians are being added to these gospel shows now. Usually it was just the singers, but now they're starting to add comedians, and the plays are going to open up. We're going to start doing sitcoms and movies that are relevant with stories.
And not always the feature on something. You know what I mean? But we are the major outlet.
Amen.
And now we're going to have to start featuring the gospel artists on our stuff.
That's it. That's what's going to happen. God, the shift is a shift taking place.
Yes.
It's a paradigm shift.
So as far as advice, I have a couple interesting questions. Okay, what are some, you think, as a Christian comedian, subjects that you should stay away from?
I think, it's almost, you can almost talk about anything. It's just how you how you talk about it.
Okay.
And hopefully having a mature enough audience to be able to understand it. But some things I stay away from, I think you stay away from, I was always told, bathroom humor. Now, I know it seems funny because it's ground level and it's easy, like, so I don't talk a lot about that kind of stuff, like being in the bathroom, passing gas and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It's kind of lowbrow to me, you know, and I mean, I've been told that by some of the agencies, you know, some people are cool with it, you know, but some people don't really dig it, you know, sexuals, some people don't want to talk about sex, you know. Although, you know, we think about it. When I look at a stadium, a football game, and I see all the thousands of people out there on TV, I'm like, wow, well, a lot of people sure had sex, didn't they? That's what I be thinking in my mind. That's what I be thinking. Boy, they had a... No, but you can't act like it. I mean, it is a part of life, you know. But some things, you know, unless you can find it very... There's no point. Unless, I mean, why do you want to talk about it?
So if a comedian is having a rough time, what could be their go-to subject?
Talk about yourself. Talk about your life, because your life is different from everybody else's life, and you know, nobody knows you but you, and there's very funny things about you that you need to find out and explore, and your relationships, your parents, your children, your wife, your children, you know, your how you live, you know, whether you work a job during the week. There's so much about your own life that you can make fun of, you know, and that's the thing with comedy, you know. Separating the secular comedy from gospel comedy is the subject matter.
Yes.
We want to do things that are uplifting. We want to lift people up. We want to bring people up. We don't want to put people down, so we don't want to insult people. In Christian comedy, I'm not up there to insult you. I'm up there to lift you up. If I make any jokes, it's going to be about me.
I like that, because you know what they do back in the day when we were young, and, you know, like, say, Def Comedy Jam, you knew, especially people sitting in the front row, you know, I wouldn't want to sit in the front, you know, because it is. They clown people, say mean things.
Yeah, and that's not what we're supposed to be doing.
Yes.
We're supposed to be lifting people up. It should be a positive experience, not the people came to the show for you to joan on them.
Right.
No, make jokes about you.
So, are you funny at home?
Yeah, I have my own subtle, you know, comedy, you know.
Because a lot of comedians, they're like hilarious on stage, and sometimes you spend time with them and you're like, I thought I was going to be cracking up the whole time.
I think my wife, I keep her laughing, you know, and my children, and we have a funny household, you know. Everybody's pretty funny in their own way. We all have a sense of humor, you know. I'm not telling jokes all day. I'm not working to tell jokes all day. I have my own subtleties, you know, and I'm a ventriloquist, so, you know, my humor is lent toward my characters a lot. So when you see them, then, you know, that's where they really come out and they tell jokes. You know, I'm like usually the setup guy. You know, but I mean, I have my own comedy.
So you were just in Shelley Garrett's play, The Barbershop, the
Beauty Shop.
Beauty Shop. I mean, the what do they call him? The Godfather of Urban Theater. I'm gonna get to interview him too.
Oh, you are? Oh, great.
Yes, thank you for introducing me.
Oh, great.
But what is that like being a comedian in a play? Does it affect your comedic timing at all? Do you find it difficult in any way?
Actually, it was great because all the years and experience of being on stage performing comedy helped me to be even better in the play.
Okay, so, but it's more strict, isn't it?
You got to follow the script, and you're working with a team of people as opposed to being by yourself. So you got to play your character and play your role. And
it doesn't affect your comedic timing at all?
Not really, because it's the same timing, you know, for me doing what I do as a comedian ventriloquist. The setup and punchline is still going to be the same.
Okay.
Just a matter of hitting my lines and making sure they come out on time with, you know, what the director wants.
Okay. So I want to, before we go meet Willie, I want to ask you like some fun questions.
Okay.
Okay, what's your favorite word?
Love.
And what's your least favorite word?
Hate.
Hate. What profession other than your own would you have chosen to do?
Be a professional saxophone player.
Really? My dad plays the saxophone.
Jazz artist or a chef.
A chef?
Yeah.
Ooh, so you can cook?
Not really, but those are two things I would do if I had another choice. I could cook a little bit, but you know, that's not my thing. I mean, I can though. You know.
Okay, what's the funniest thing that's happened to you on stage?
Funniest things happened to me on stage. I was in Miami one time, well, West Palm Beach, and I was kind of cracking on some people with Woody, and this guy, he was drinking too much, and he got up and started walking up toward me.
Oh no!
And that's where, like, when someone comes up.
Were you scared?
You know, I was on guard, kind of like, you know, because it was a funny show. It was funny. I mean, it was, like, but they were loud and stuff. So So when I said, hey man, you need to back up, you need to chill out, So I went and I put Woody down.
Oh no!
Yeah, I had to set him down. So when I'm trying to get this guy, and security should have been there to stop this.
Yeah.
I said, hey man, just calm down, everything's cool. And his girlfriend went over there and started trying to pick Woody up. I was like, this is ridiculous.
She had a thing for Willie, y'all.
So they should have, security should have came in and stopped that whole thing. But, stuff happens sometimes. Oh, okay. One more thing.
Okay.
I was checking into a hotel. I was with the Browns of Comedy, Coco Brown and Steve Brown, and we were in Memphis, Tennessee. And so we got there, and I was like, why is it taking so long for me to get my room? I'm the only one who couldn't get their room. So like 45 minutes later, guys, I'm sorry, man, for the delay. We found out, man, they put the room in Woody's name. I said, what? Get out of here. How you gonna put my room in Woody's name? Put the room in the dummy's name.
Some people, you could be a diva and be like, when they book you, he has to have a room too. Or at least a suite, and all that kind of thing.
So that was pretty fun.
So you have the Clean Comedy Clinic where you teach people.
That's our platform for comedians. We're booking clean and Christian comedians worldwide. It's awesome. It's booming, and we're doing so good. We booked so many people for New Year's Eve.
Good.
Dennis Gaxiola.
What are the biggest days for comedians?
New Year's Eve, Christmas time. There's always big Christmas events. Easter, Mother's Day is always big.
Okay.
There's always stuff going on around the holidays.
So you guys out there, you know when to try to book your gigs.
Yeah, we got like Dennis Gaxiola booked for New Year's Eve. Comedian Stefan out of Chicago, he's booked for New Year's Eve. I'm booking Joe Recca out of Baltimore, the winner of Beat. He's coming to the stage. I got, we got a lot of people booked, man.
So
Vic Cooley.
How important do you think it is to join some type of organization, like say your Clean Comedy Clinic, Church Stars? Do you think it's important to have, be in some type of organization that will help you like-minded people?
Definitely. You should connect with organizations that are doing positive things and doing what you want to do. I think it's very, very important to do that. We have the Living on Laughter Gospel Comedy Conference also, started by...
Because you had it in Atlanta?
It was in Atlanta, and it's headed by Roxanne David, Miss Clarice, and it's an awesome ministry. And we urge comedians and actors to come together. Every year we come together, and we're building our platform. We're letting people know what we're about as Christian artists.
And where can they go to find out about this?
They can go to LOLGCA.com.
Okay.
LOLGCA.com. It's the Living on Laughter Gospel Comedy Conference.
And then you have your radio station or comedy?
Our radio station platform is cleancomedyradio.com. Cleancomedyradio.com, the only 24-hour clean comedy radio station with music and ministry.
Okay, so what do you want to be remembered for?
For changing images, for providing positive images on the cell phone and on television for our young people, because if you look at what's on TV today, it's like, it's hard to raise your family and letting them just watch whatever's out there. So we need to take back what the devil stole, and we need to clean it up and put out some wholesome entertainment that's going to uplift families. People are celebrating drama. They're celebrating families being broken up. We know that's
people not getting along and fighting.
Yeah, you gotta change that. All the shows are about separation, and we got to bring family back together.
Drama.
Oh yeah.
That's really one of the reasons why I created Church Stars, because first of all, the fields can be competitive. But, if we can all come together, help and support each other, because I've been surprised at the amount of people that are surprised that I want to help. And some people, kind of don't know how to take Church Stars. Sometimes it's like, okay, well, what do you want? Are you really interested in helping me or giving me some good advice? Why do you think it can be competitive? Of course it's competitive, but people are not gravitating towards unity.
I think that's part of what the enemy does. It causes division. And I think the body of Christ, as we grow, we have to realize that everything we need is within the body. We need to look within instead of without. And I think we have all the talent to do whatever type of television productions. We have all the talent to build whatever type of infrastructure or businesses or societies within the church. We don't have to go outside of the church, but we're going to have to realize who we are as Christians and appeal to our higher selves and what God wants us to be, and not try to be okay with the world and be popular, because when you're trying to be popular, then you're gonna you dull your acts and you dull your anointing, because you try to fit in instead of being who God created you to be. We're supposed to set the trail. We're trailblazers. We're not followers. We're leaders. We're above, not beneath. We're the head, not the tail.
So you're saying it's not just about being funny or making a great play. Really, this is how he called us to ministry. It really is a ministry. And some people, it's not just, some people just want to be funny.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but it's ministry. You can change someone's life.
Changing lives with drama, with the plays, changing lives with the comedy shows that we put out there, letting people know that you can be funny and clean, that you don't have to be dirty, and you still can be poignant. You still can be, okay, and people can relate to you,
Yes.
and that's so important, and I think, the money's going to come and the opportunities will come. Don't get caught up in that. I said that prayer before you came here. I prayed for Church Stars and for us, that I know God is doing. I see what He's doing. He's expanding us. He wants us to follow Him first, though.
Yes.
And then He's gonna pour it on us, but He's got to make sure He's got His people in place to receive the blessings that He has for us. He wants to know: are you serious about it? Are you serious about me? Are you serious about our success? Comes from our time on our knees.
Yeah. Ooh.
I'm telling people.
Yes.
It ain't about all this other stuff, man.
Profound, someone just said.
You know who the number one social networker is? Jesus.
Yes.
Jesus is the number one social networker. I don't care if you don't put nothing anywhere else. Put it on Him, okay? Let Him know what you're trying to do and be about His business, and He'll expand you.
So, when you do have a talent, especially you're in the theatrical arts, it really is about, I know when I sit down and write, I pray and I say, Lord, establish my thoughts. What do you want to say through me? Because it's not about just putting on a good play and maybe I'll make a lot of money. It's about really letting someone go home with a message, because you have them, like when you perform tonight. How long's your set?
So tonight I probably do like 45 minutes to an hour. I'm here in Phoenix with Kingdom Builders.
So, somebody might be depressed tonight and you're going to help lift them out of it. When I have people in the seats for 2 hours, I have their full attention, and how am I going to use that time as an artist? And it really is. You have to be serious. Like you said, it's about Jesus in the ministry, not about being famous or popular.
See, I used to be in show business, but I'm not anymore. I'm in ministry now.
Yeah. Oh, I love that.
I'm not in show business anymore.
I'm in ministry. I love it.
Yeah, I'm in ministry. And see, I'm not, it's about being a servant. You don't have to serve me. A lot of artists, they want to be up. We all want to be great, no doubt. But you should never let that quest for your own personal greatness override your relationship with God and the people that you serve. Because if you're looking to just to be served, then the word says. Remember when the disciples asked Jesus who was going to be the greatest, and He said, "He who serves the most is the one who's going to be the greatest."
Right.
He who serves,
that,
It ain't about getting that cloak over your back, or your silver goblet in your hand.
Yeah.
Let's serve. If you serve your way to leadership. You serve your way to success. It's about giving. What Nicole is doing, that's how you get there. It's what she's doing, what she's willing to give. How many people are willing to put all their money and effort and resources into creating a platform that's going to bless so many other people, so many more people than herself? That's a God dream right there. A God dream is bigger than you. It's about blessing other people and living it, and she lives it. She's doing it.
Yeah.
And, we shouldn't compare ourselves with others.
Yes.
And, God's going to do a work within us.
Because you know what? When you do, that's where the competitiveness comes in.
He says, the work I've begun in you shall come to pass in due season if you faint not. Okay, so just keep on your path. Your path is your path. There's a Nicole, there's a Willie Brown, there's a Bucky.
All right, Bishop.
There's a Tanya Lewis out there.
There's
a Miss.
There's a Chris Clark.
A Chris Clark, a Sister Cantaloupe.
And Anna Douglas.
Amen. All these great people out
there,
and they got their own path, and that's what's up right there. He didn't call us all to be the same.
Yeah, and to come together and support each other and be in the audience and genuinely laugh and not jealous and nitpicking. Oh, so they could have did this and they could have done that.
Exactly.
No, genuinely support your brother and sister, because at the same time, we all have something to learn. You know, we all do.
When we work together, we all rise together, you know, and that's why, you know, that's what I love about the Clean Comedy Clinic. It was designed to help be a platform for comedians. You know, it's not about me. You know, I'm on the phone and I'm trying to find work for comedians because I'm good at that. I'm a marketing person. I have a background in Xerox. I was in sales. You know, I have a degree in marketing. I mean, excuse me, mass media arts. I mean, I know how to communicate with people, so I use those gifts and talents to expand what we're doing for the kingdom.
Yeah,
that's what I do.
And somebody will say, well, Nicole, you created Church Stars. Why are you helping promote his business? Why not? You know what I mean? It's not about competitive. We're doing the same thing, and you can be a part of more than one organization, but it's about helping each other, and sometimes you just need that hand. You know, you just need that, and for somebody to say, I see you.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm just thankful to be out here with you right now. This is a big moment. I mean, I feel like, this is as big as ABC, NBC to me right here. So you're sitting with you in Arizona, beautiful Arizona.
You.
And you're such a visionary because God is using you in a mighty way. And Church Stars is huge. It's huge.
All right,
the angels are clapping in heaven. Angels, hey! Hey! Church Stars.
So y'all ready to go meet Woody? Should I go off and come back? Yeah. Let's go. We're going to go meet Woody before we end the interview. Any closing words, though, you want to say before we go meet Woody?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just go to the bathroom real quick. Wash your hands, come back. We'll see you in a minute.
Okay, everybody. We're going to sign off for a minute. We're going to be right back. We're going to get to meet Woody. Great, everybody. Nicole here. I am back, and we actually came up to Willie's hotel room with permission.
Yes.
From, what's your wife's first name?
Sherry.
Sherry, thank you, Sherry. Had to make sure to do that. I know, because if someone's in my husband's hotel room, I would be calling, excuse me, that broadcast is about to stop right now. Who is that? Okay, so, you know, we just wanted to show the behind the scenes and the real deal, you know, when you're a comedian and you're traveling and what it's like and what his element is like. So I'm going to switch the camera and I'm just going to let Willie go for it, and so you all can see, you know, what he does and how it is when you're on the road. Okay, how do I flip? Okay, you're on.
So when I'm on the road, like we're in the hotel room, and so, you know, sometimes it can be a little lonely. But the good thing about it is you get a chance to be alone with God, and it's important, so you can pray. You have no distractions, you know, and I do some of my best writing when I'm in a hotel room by myself. Some of my best ideas come to me when I'm on the road like this. Just before I hop in the shower, I don't know what it is, but it's like you're getting ready and ideas, other artists may be able to attest to that, but these brilliant ideas pop into my head just before
Do you think it's when you're the most vulnerable?
Probably, and maybe when I'm just, I guess, just about to be ready to do something.
Yes.
Ready to do something, you know.
So what do we got going here on this
desk?
So right
here, I'm working on a paper right now. I'm in school. I'm at Ohio Christian University.
Okay.
And I'm pursuing a master's in theology, so I have 2 more classes left. I graduate in April. Pray for me,
God
please.
bless him in the name of Jesus.
Pray for me. All right, it's been a long journey.
So sometimes you're doing homework.
I'm doing homework all the time. All right, so when I'm on the road, you know, if I can on the airplane, I'll do a little bit, but sometimes it's like I'm in coach and I'm cramped up. I can't study, but I read. But I'm reading everything. Right now, I'm doing a paper on fasting, and I'm in a class called Spiritual Disciplines. This is Jensen Franklin. He's like a
Woody, I feel like Willie, I feel like I'm on a fast right now. I'm hungry.
Oh yeah.
So, but how are you doing that and going to school and still doing gigs?
The Holy Spirit. I couldn't do this on my own.
Whoa.
I didn't know I would be doing this. I can't believe I'm doing this. If you would have told me I would be doing this, going into ministry like this, I would say, nah, you kidding me.
Is it a little more difficult for you right now, being in school and doing gigs?
It's challenging. It's challenging because you still have life. When you're an adult and you're in school, you still have, I'm in a full-time master's curriculum, so that's like heavy homework every week. But I'm not in college like undergrad at Hampton where all I had to do was my schoolwork.
Oh, I see.
Now I'm doing, I'm studying. I still have to book comedians. for the Clean Comedy Clinic. I still have to work on my material. I still have to be ready for my shows. I still have to be a husband to my wife. I still have to be a son to my mom.
Let's talk about that.
Yeah.
How do you find balance?
That's the tough part, you know, just trying to be there. See, one thing good about us is that my wife and I, we work together in our businesses.
Oh, good.
So she's with me all the time, and she's at home with me. So we're doing a Clean Comedy Clinic.
So what advice would you give for someone that they don't work with their wife and they're out on the road and
be patient, be understanding. I think you should support your spouse no matter what they're doing. You know, whatever they're doing. If my wife was like she got me into carrot bars, which is the gold business. We save in gold and make money by telling people about it. I didn't want to do it at first because my plate was full. Not because I didn't see the opportunity. It's just I had so much going on, but I wanted to support her. And so as I got into it, I started to see it for myself, and I'm really glad I am because we're doing very well in it. So it's about supporting each other. You know, if my wife was selling cow manure, I would be helping her. All right.
All right. Now
I'm gonna help you with this.
I'm gonna ask you something that people don't like to talk about.
Okay.
How do you deal with, because you know, people don't like to talk about it, but there are Christian groupies, and especially so what advice would you give to the guys on the road that are saved and they're having to deal with people like that? You know, because that really is a real, people don't like to talk about it in church, but it's the truth.
You need to keep your focus on God and what He wants for you. Don't get caught up in your flesh so much and get caught up in the adoration from people, the laughter and all that you lose your primary purpose, you know, because then you're no different than anybody else. And it does happen to people, but you got to stay focused.
That's good.
You better get that edge.
That's right.
Edge. You better get some spiritual formation in your life.
Yeah, and when you go back to your hotel room, you better be going by yourself.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
You better get some spiritual disciplines.
Yes.
You better call your wife before you let people come in your room to interview you.
You know what the difference is with you though, Willie? Look at all of these tools.
Better use them.
See all these tools you have here? Look at this. That's tools, people. This is the kind of stuff you need to be having in your room.
Yeah, you gotta have
the Bible. You know, tools.
Yeah, tools, and use them. Don't just leave them there.
Especially this fasting right here. That's how you kill the flesh.
That's it. And so, you know, we're getting prepared for January. We're gonna go into the Daniel fast again. You know, I think that works, man.
A lot of people do that.
You need to do it. It's like some people think that was Old Testament or something that we don't do. No, fasting breaks yokes. Fasting will get you where you need to be.
Yeah.
I'm watching like people like John Gray, who was with us, the Clean Comedy Clinic. John Gray, very funny, talented comedian who was background singer for Kirk Franklin, very talented in his own right. Just came out of obscurity to boom, national prominence, known, big gospel star. Like, where did he come from? And Kirk Franklin introduced him on TBN, and it went viral.
Wow.
And now he's the second man at Lakewood with Joel Osteen. Come on now.
Awesome.
He was a comedian with us. Now he's number 2 co-pastor.
Are you still in contact and everything?
Yeah, I talked to him. We went out there last year. I was doing a show with Yolanda Adams, and we went by there and we fellowship with him. And we have some friends that are members of Lakewood, and it was beautiful. It's more beautiful on television. I mean, in person than it is on television.
I have XM radio, and I listen to Joel Osteen every day. Yeah. So can we meet?
Yeah, you want to meet? Okay, I got my main man here.
Hey, man. Okay. Hey, man. What's going on, Willie? What's going on?
Oh. My main man right here, Woody. Come on, man.
Hey, what's going on? What it do? How y'all doing?
Everybody knows this is the guy who's been with me the longest.
Yes, I have.
We've been everywhere together.
Oh, yeah. Overseas. We've been to Iraq. We've been to Japan, Korea, Africa.
That's right. We go everywhere together. This is my man, Woody. And, you know, we got a long history.
Yes, we do. And it's good to be with y'all. And what's up, Nicole? Church Stars in the house.
How you doing? It's nice to meet you.
It's nice to be met. You know what I'm saying? I was in the suitcase so long, I thought I was T.I. on house arrest, okay? How you doing?
We're great.
We're having an interview with Church Stars.
Yeah, I love Church Stars. Church Stars is going to the top.
All right.
Of course they are. Yes.
Yeah.
What is it like traveling with Woody? What is it like traveling with Willie?
It's easy because he carried me around. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna walk nowhere. You see my legs right here? My legs are messed up right now. I had an accident, but doctor gave you 6 months to live. I ain't had no money, so he gave me 6 more months. Okay, they'll work with you. Do y'all believe in the power of healing right now? Stretch your hands to your screen right now. Put my leg, get my legs away. Oh God,
Willie, you're
get
so
my
good.
legs away so you can use me. The
So
legs
now,
are not my own.
can people catch you or meet you tonight, Woody?
Yeah, they can meet me after the show.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna be here in Phoenix at the Drury Inn, 333. Was it University?
University, It's
Yeah.
right. Is that the 10 out there, Mickey?
At
It's right off
7:30.
the 10.
7:30 tonight.
Yes.
And you can get your tickets. Wait, you can go online and find this information. I have to find out for you. Ronald Horn is my guy.
Yeah, and it's also on the Church Stars website, and you can link to it and buy tickets for his show.
Church Stars
and
website.
on our app.
That's all you got to do.
That's all you gotta do. Go to Church Stars. You can find out all about this thing tonight.
Yeah, and if you have our app, you can find out from the app too and buy tickets from there.
It's gonna be great. It's gonna be me, and we got a jazz saxophonist is gonna perform. We got a spoken word artist. It's gonna be awesome. We're gonna do comedy. We're gonna have a great time. We got, and I didn't just bring Woody.
No,
Yeah.
you didn't, did you?
No, I got
Now,
some
are
other
these
people.
Woody's family members?
Yeah, this is my auntie and my uncle. You gonna talk to them?
Yes, I would
Alright.
love to meet
Go
them.
get them with it. Go get them.
Okay.
I'm gonna lay down for a second, okay?
Okay.
He gonna get down. I can get some sleep. I'm all right, y'all. Don't worry about me. Don't worry about me.
Okay.
All right, everybody. This here is Aunt T.
Auntie.
Auntie, wake up, Auntie.
How y'all doing?
And she is the mother of all Moses.
Yes, I am. I am the mother, okay? How y'all doing? Halakadasa, plate of lasagna. Oh, rigatoni, ravioli, and linguine. You're holy cannoli. How you doing?
Now,
girl?
Auntie, do you have to, you keep an eye on Willie while he's in
Yeah,
town?
because
and-
if he wasn't my nephew, he would be my husband. Because he is one fine man.
All right.
All the way from the top of his head.
To the sole of his feet.
He got a D head, y'all.
Okay.
All the way down to the sole of his feet, girl. Did you see these feet, Nicole? Did you see his feet?
Well.
Do you know they say about a man that got big feet?
Oh, no, I don't.
It don't take long to walk to the ATM machine. Plate of lasagna, rigatoni, ravioli, and linguine.
So everybody's gonna get to meet you tonight too,
Oh yeah,
right,
I'm
Auntie?
here tonight. I'm coming out. I'm coming out. I want the world to know.
So, Auntie, did you buy Willie anything here for Christmas?
Close your eyes, Willie.
Okay,
What do you see?
nothing.
That's what you finna get. I ain't going this year, girl. I am not doing it.
You on a budget, huh?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Any word of advice or encouragement for our senior brothers and sisters out there?
Yes, stay young.
All right, I love that. That's
Stay
perfect.
young. You as old as you think you is.
So true. That is so true.
You see
Words to
now,
live by.
you see my friend over there acting like he sleep.
Oh, Uncle Rufus.
Oh,
I better get
Uncle
him.
Rufus.
Let me get Uncle Rufus.
He's acting, huh?
Yeah, I'm gonna get him. He not asleep.
Okay.
He like to sit there.
He like to lay there with his mouth open all the time like he's sleeping.
Oh.
He can't sleep.
Yes, I
Now,
am.
is this
Yes, I am.
is this Auntie's husband?
No, they're not.
Oh, okay, no.
I want him to be my significant other.
Well, I'm just not ready yet. I'm not ready for a committed relationship.
Well, how long does it take to make up your mind?
That's what I'm trying to find out, girl. He pushing 80.
I'm gonna be pushing daisies before I say I do to you. Oh, come on, y'all. Don't
Now,
start
that's
that.
a sharp.
Lord have mercy, Lord. I'm praying for a good man. I want a good man.
I am a good man. I'm just not ready yet. You gonna get ready. He gonna get ready. Don't worry. He'll be ready.
Yeah, we're gonna pray for him. Mother, you're not
You
gonna
know
have
he
to
the
wait
head
too much
deacon at
longer.
church, you know.
Oh, and he's
You
a
know why?
deacon too?
You know why he the head deacon?
Why?
Cause it wouldn't let me be the pastor.
Oh.
I'm an usher too. The usher.
Deacon
Usher.
and a
No, I
usher?
said usher.
Okay.
Oh, you like to tell people where they can sit? No, I like to tell people where they can go.
Oh.
I don't care where you sit.
So you a mean usher?
No, I just tell it like it is. I'm AART.
Oh.
You ain't gonna work my nerves.
Rufus, you need to be nice to people, see?
I know what I need to do. Come on, y'all. You all supposed to love each other.
We know.
I'm sorry.
Do y'all bicker all the time?
Sometimes.
But all in love, right?
Yeah.
Just all
Have
in love.
yourself a merry little Christmas.
Make the old tiger.
From now on, our troubles will be ours.
away. Don't have the hernia singing in high note. Here we are at the olden days, at the golden days of your heart. Faithful friends who are dear to us, gather near to us once more. Hey, just remember that Jesus is the reason for the season, okay? Yes, he is. Where would we do without him?
All right, so everybody
Somewhere in
else
a
can come.
suitcase stuck in there by yourself. That's where you deal without him.
Hey, you all can come see Willie Brown and
Tonight.
Friends tonight.
It's
Wasn't
going
that awesome? I'm feeling
7:30
inspired.
day to D in the house.
I'm feeling inspired right now.
You should be.
Oh.
Church Stars, baby.
All right.
We going to the top.
Yes, we are.
I see a new Disney, a black Disney called Disney. Disney. I see some new Muppets called the Black Muppet. Black Muppets called Bruffets.
Oh, Willie, you could do your own Muppet show or
Yeah, we
Bruffet
could.
show.
I see it. I see it in our destiny.
Yeah, in your near future.
Your destiny.
And you gonna make it. You gonna live
Too
long.
important for anything.
Love it.
I am. You know who I like? I like that Jason Nelson.
Okay.
In him do I live, moving had 90 years. In him do I live, moving had 90. 'Cause I'm nothing without. Come on, Rufus. Nothing without. 'Cause I'm nothing without. I'm nothing without. 'Cause I'm nothing without you. I'm nothing without. 'Cause I'm nothing without. And then do I live, moving at 90 years.
All right, Mother.
You like that?
I'm feeling blessed right now and
I
inspired.
am. I am.
I am what?
He is I am.
Yes, I am that I
He
am.
is the great I am. He is the Alpha and the Omega. He is the Kappa Alpha Psi. Till the day I die. Say it like a brother when you say it to another, say it, K-I-Psi.
A lot of people giving you guys hearts and loving you. They said they're encouraged.
We get to love. We love y'all too. We love y'all. We really do. We really do. Even when we don't know you, we love you.
That's right. And then you can buy
You do.
product afterwards.
Yes, you can get the product. Yes, you can get. Look at the product. It's
See over
beautiful.
here.
Look, we got the 2 DVDs.
So we want you all to buy all this up. We don't want you to
Volume
go home
1
with
and Volume
anything.
2.
Oh, and there you all go. You guys are on the cover.
Yes, we are on the cover, baby.
All right.
We have arrived.
Yes, you have on the cover of a DVD.
Yeah, we doing it, girl.
Well,
They on sale too.
it's so nice to meet you all.
How did the proceeds go to help save Willie's children? Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
And they need saving.
Okay. Well, we're
How
gonna...
many of y'all know the child that you helped today is the same child that ain't gonna break into your house tomorrow? How many of y'all know that right now? How many of y'all know that right now? Hallelujah. Oh, halakadasha.
And they might be taking care of you too.
Oh, rigatoni, ravioli, linguine. You having too much fun, Nicole.
I am. I'm so happy to meet and be with you all right now.
I am the creator. I am the maker of the universe. You heard that song?
No.
I am he who has all power in my hand. Jason Nelson.
Oh, yes.
If you believe on that word, you can stand. I am here. Uncle Rufus, I know you could do that. Mender of broken heart.
All right now.
I had my Viagra. That helped me get to them high notes.
Oh, well, thank you,
That's what
Jesus.
it is. That's what it is. Lord, don't talk about it.
And he won't even marry you talking
No,
about Viagra.
you need to go somewhere with that.
Yeah. What are you taking it
Oh,
for? You got to get married to use it.
Yeah, I'm gonna get married. I am gonna do it. I don't know who though.
Well, you have a nice young lady right here next to you.
Oh yeah, where? Over there. How you doing, darling? He talking about me, Rufus. See, you always dissing me.
Well,
We love y'all though.
it is my pleasure to
Merry
meet
Christmas
you all.
to you.
Yes.
Thank you so much. You can find us at cleancomedyclinic.com. or WillieBrownandWoody.com, all right?
Or y'all can call us.
Yeah, 310-663-9228.
310-663-9228. Call us now.
Book them today for
Book us through
to
your
make
show.
your event better.
That's it. That's what it's all about.
Good Christian,
Reach
clean
into
entertainment.
your pocket now. I believe you got some laughter in your future.
Yeah, the best medicine.
Amen, it is. It really is. Thank you so much, Nicole. This has been great. Better than I
Yes.
could imagine.
Good, I know, me
Yeah,
too.
we're going to the top, Nicole.
Kindred spirits right here.
Yeah, we all the way with the church stars.
All right, well, it's been my pleasure to meet you and talk to you.
Oh, it's been awesome.
Yes, it
What about
really
me,
has.
man? What about me?
You too. It was nice to meet you, Uncle Rufus and
What about me,
Auntie
though? That's Woody.
and Woody.
He's
Yeah.
in the suitcase. He's doing something.
All right. Well,
Thank you.
Merry Christmas and Happy
Merry
New Year.
Christmas.
We
Merry
all hope
Christmas, Feliz Navidad.
we all hope that you were encouraged by this interview, and maybe we'll get some
Awesome.
more ventriloquists out of this.
Yeah, you never know.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know we got a lot of dummies out there.
All right, everybody. Thank you for watching.